I'm Jonny Smith.
I'm Richard Porter.
And this is Smith & Sniff, a podcast in which two friends talk about cars and many other things.
Well, this is unusual.
Guys, listen, because that's all you can do. We're on a plane. You might be able to hear the hum of a jet engine in the background.
Is this... Well, I know we have pilots who listen, so they'll be able to tell us. I feel like this is just like they call it the APU.
Yeah, I think it is.
Auxiliary power unit. I don't think the actual engines have started yet.
No. I'm hoping for a cammed cold start. That's what I'd quite like. The ones you watch on YouTube where old Soviet diesel trains start up in the snow. And it just...
Put a load of lighter fluid in it first to try and get it. Yeah.
Just get it to take. Yeah.
Well, I hopefully won't be that. We're at Heathrow Airport, and we're on a British Airways, what is this, an A320?
I actually don't know, Rich. There's this little sleeve on the back of the seat, which
That's just the GT3. That's not going to say...
Oh, here we go.
Oh, go on.
Say 320.
Yes, but is it an actual 320, or is it... Hang on, let's have a look.
A fake one.
Well, no, because you get those A321s which look too long. They look like that's the long wheelbase one. But I drove past what used to be known as Kemble, but is now, for some reason, called Cotswold Airport.
It's because it sounds, they can charge more.
Come artisanal crafted air traffic control. Cotswold Airport.
Cotswold.
In Gloucestershire. People know it. It's where they scrap a lot of planes there. But they also now, I think, just store planes there.
Yeah.
I drove past the other day and I noticed a few A319s, which is the short wheelbase, like the Sport Quattro version of this plane. And they do look a bit stubby.
Yeah.
And they also seem to sit really high on there, they look like a sort of like a daddy long legs or something. They sit too high on their undercarriage. I don't know why. It's not a... Do
they shorten it at the detriment of having no emergency exits in the middle? They just drop them out. They just went, look, there's no other way of doing it. Like a cheap limo.
Yeah. No, they are. They are the... I don't know why.
Chrysler 300C.
Yeah.
With a few girders added.
But that's... Yeah. I was talking to someone today, they said, "Are you driving that Microlino?" And and they went, "What happens if you have a frontal impact? And how are you getting out?" And I said, they've thought of that.
Yeah.
There's a hatch in the roof.
Yeah, roof exit.
There.
I freaking love that car. It's just fun and exciting, and
it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
can I just say that the leaflet, we're on a BA flight, and I'm looking at the leaflet, the 320, and I've always fancied the cartoon character woman who's putting her life jacket on. I've always thought she's so gorgeous. I don't know why. She's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the eyelashes.
It's because they've drawn really big eyelashes.
Yeah, she's got the most amazing eyelashes, and sorry,
I've only just noticed. That's a bit shit that I've only just noticed this. We've been sitting on this plane for quite a while now. We still haven't taken off, but this has got Lamborghini quilted seats.
It really has, yeah. I think this is quite new because I've not seen this stitching over now. It's a parquet flooring stitch,
but quite often these aeroplane seats are made by Recaro.
Yeah.
But not the bit of Recaro that used to make car seats on my bus. It's the bit of Recaro that is quite successful because they make aeroplane seats.
Yeah.
Because every time they go, "Did you make some seats for our aeroplane? How many seats do you need?" 120.
Yeah.
And then they have to make some more. So
I love the lightweight billet milled out carcasses that you see. When you really stare at the seat carcass, it's quite a thing.
But they're very slender, but they're very comfortable, and presumably they have to be mandatory safety.
Very strong. You imagine heavy turbulence and you're 30 stone.
What? And you'll see,
You've brought a prawn booner on the plane with all the...
No, that's just you.
Yeah.
For a little bit of context, listener, that Jonny and I both got to Heathrow at a time that we decided we would go and have a Wagamama in Heathrow Terminal 5.
Yeah.
And just as we were finishing up, the pint of lager that I had ordered about 10 or 15 minutes earlier arrived, and so I had to scull it, but Johnny suggested that I just took it and brought it on the plane.
I think I referred to it as a travel pint.
A travel pint, yeah.
Just take the travel pint and go.
I wasn't brave enough to do that because, unlike Johnny, I've never taken a takeaway curry onto a plane.
Yeah, I have. And yeah, I feel bad, but I think I was going through a patch where I knew I was going to get hangry and I wanted real food. I didn't want a soggy sandwich. I wanted something real.
Well, that's why I was quite militantly insisting we went to Wagamama, because I was like, I don't want to get on the plane feeling angry. Again, for context, dear listener, it is 8:20 at night. So
sorry, if you're a pilot, you'd say...
Oh, sorry, 2020.
Yeah.
Also, you have to have a single syllable first name, I think, to be a pilot. So you'd have to be John Smith.
I would, yeah. I would.
It's your pilot, Dick Porter, just speaking to you from the cockpit. Estimated flight time today, 33. Looking pretty smooth up there. You go to a little bit of slow and then fast as well.
You're like a 9-speed gearbox, with such sensitive throttle input.
Yes, you could suddenly kick down, yeah. So we're going to be having a little head. Oh, that kicked down, didn't it? That kicked down about 7 gears.
Honestly, it just breathed on the throttle and it just went.
Then it just lifted off again. And so, we're going to be cruising an altitude of 35,000. Oh, we're into 9th now again, I see.
Yeah.
But also...
almost he's going to sleep.
Soft T's. I think it's partly because they realise that the T sounds quite spitty on the mic. It's like 30, like sort of local radio DJ.
Yeah.
35,000 feet. Got a great team looking after you today.
We got Bob and Mildred and
a couple of
Sandra. She's a Roman, but I'll talk about that further into the flight.
Hotel in Munich, but we don't talk about that now. It's some pretty elaborate things with the demonstration seatbelt that we have on board, but that's for another time. So just sit back, relax, try not to think about
nobody chunned
what happened to
Q. Do you know what I always love? When pilots say doors to manual. Cabin crew, doors to manual. And I think to myself, what about an auto? I love the fact they're devoted to the 3-pedal.
I believe this is about opening the door and whether the escape slide pops out and all that shit, isn't it? Again, I think listening pilots will correct us, but doors to automatic suggests to me like a sort of supermarket door that just opens when you walk up to it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't want that. Please keep away from doors because they're automatic.
Yeah. One of them's a bit dicky at the moment.
Just a special reference to those of you who've brought on board a travel pint. We are expecting some turbulence. Probably best to string those out.
In the words of the Rugby Boys, down it, down it, down it, you bastard.
So we can't say where we're going.
We're not saying where we're going. It's not very far. It's a very small journey.
Yes.
But significant.
I mean, not just like to Gatwick. That would be the plane would just basically drive down an A road. If you look out the left-hand window,
they just get permission from the farmer to go across the field.
There's Starbucks on the A3.
That's what I like about hot air balloon pilots, because it's so uncontrollable and finger in the wind flying.
Yeah.
I saw one on a beautiful evening the other day, the weekend. The kids were driving their Civic around the borrowed field, and I looked up and there was this gigantic hot air balloon, and it was coming in. It was coming in. It wasn't going to land in the field where we were, but it was going to land nearby. And I thought, I wonder where they planned on landing today. Or there is no plan to land.
We're moving. We're
just
doing
nudged it into
what I think aviation people call pushing back.
Pushing back.
Pushing back.
Well,
the airport is pushing one out.
I felt it clunk, almost like the auto box didn't have quite enough fluid in it, and it was clearly cold.
Cabin crew, please place all doors into automatic and cross-check.
Automatic.
Cross-check as well.
Yes, cross-check.
Yeah. So, do you know, we've got the microphone for this cast on the miniature table.
Oh, we're going to have to fold it away.
They're going to make us fold it away, which means you're going to have to hold it. I think that's okay, but we just thought I'd forewarn the listener.
I hadn't even thought about it.
Shall we? Should we do is this doors to manual?
This is
Tables to manual?
podcast to manual.
As we're going to do that, rustling a few bits and bobs. Got a press release in my hand, which is relevant to where we're going on that side of things.
A copy of my new book.
Oh yeah, this one's got some clang. Yeah. What's it called, Richard?
It's called Petrolhead.
Yeah.
And by the time this goes out, it'll be on sale.
Brilliant. All of your... Do you know, it says selected Evo columns. You missed an apostrophe. I think we should... Columns.
Columns is.
Yeah, I think it should be an S with the apostrophe after. Yeah.
Just S-E-S apostrophe and another S and then an apostrophe. I just throw everything into it.
Stop it.
It's not working.
We've got the demonstration of the seatbelt right next to us, so I'm talking into the footwell now. I don't want to look rude or like I'm chuntering, because I'm not. But I'm going to pay attention. Yeah, I'm going to. Bloody going to.
They are to use during the flight.
Do you know, the belt looks so similar to my Dodge.
Place them up the seat and form the cabin crew. Yeah. Hand luggage basket placed under the seat in front of you or the upper locker.
Your seatbelt on.
No, I always forget.
Carefully
Well, it's because we're not flying yet.
I know, but
we ask for your full attention whilst we demonstrate the safety
It's okay.
of this aircraft. They may be inferred from any aircraft.
I got my belt on now.
you just got.
Please check your seatbelt is fastened securely or whatever the
Sorry.
seatbelt signs are on.
Is that a bit naughty?
Well, it's just do it when you get on, and then you don't forget.
And safety. When I command to keep.
Well, last time we had a conversation about belts on planes. We had a few emails from pilots
Also be provided.
saying you really ought to use your belt and tighten it a bit. I felt like I was being ignorant, and I've since tightened my belt.
Please study the safety card in your seat area before we depart. This contains important safety information, including details for your brace position.
Test you. Where's the life jacket?
Under the seat. Where? Oh, when should you inflate the life jacket?
When you're outside.
Exactly. Should you put your own mask on or help someone else first?
Help someone who's more juvenile than you.
No. Put your own mask on first.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Even with children.
Apparently so. I know, it's first counterintuitive.
Actually, you're more likely to concentrate.
I think so, yeah.
What about...
They've thought about this stuff, right? This is decades of this.
What about... I always feel the need to blow the whistle if we were listening to some uplifting dance.
Yeah, don't do that.
I might not know. It feels like a rave horn. It's like a sort of... It's a raver's hunting horn.
Like a...
Clacking.
Yeah.
It's synonymous with the early 90s dancey. Well, right, exactly, isn't it? That's a microphone.
You're going to sing?
No, I'm not going to sing. No, do you want me? I don't sing. No, maybe in the shower, but that's private time. Spike. Yeah. Thank you. I totally threw my...
I know, I can't
completely threw my...
Do I know? I was only going to say that these planes, and again, I'm hoping a listener will explain this, these 320s, I always think they make a lot of whiny noises, and there's a thing they do, they go from under the floor, which always is a bit
it sounds like someone sawing the fuselage off. Yeah.
And it's obviously just perfectly normal. They all do it, but why do they do it and Boeings don't do it?
Yeah, is it to do with the landing gear once it's...
I think it is that.
The plane has landed.
It's all that foldy thing.
Is it resetting itself?
Yeah.
Or it's a weird, we're mere avionics amateurs. We don't know the answers to these things.
Landing gear always strikes me as like one of those complicated things because the amount of weight it's got to take, but then it's
wind
got
resistant.
To fold away. Yes. Yeah.
Massive. My brother used to refurbish landing gear on light aircraft and also diving vanes on submarines.
Bloody hell.
Fact. Yeah.
I was told by TV's James May. It's a classic folly of people who have a fixed gear light aircraft. They decide to treat themselves to one with a fold away gear.
Right.
And then quite often they just forget.
No,
putting the gear down.
No way. They just completely destroy the plane.
Yeah, at best you scratch it quite badly.
Do you know, we were filming last week at a classic car dealer who stored their stock, their vehicles in an old hangar next to a small aerodrome.
Yeah.
So we went into the aerodrome cafe for lunch. And can I just say, it was absolutely delightful.
Oh.
Everyone was really jolly. There were lots of people just sitting reading books of a certain age, looking out of the windows across to where there was some very spindly looking helicopters. There was some aeroplanes with tarpaulins on them, that kind of.
Can you say where this was?
I knew you'd ask me this. I can't bloody remember. It was it was Surrey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in Surrey.
Because I used to take my kids sometimes up to, there was a period when they were quite young when we would go and watch the planes landing at Luton Airport, because there's a little back lane you can go and watch. But it's a bit repetitive because it's basically just EasyJet or Ryanair.
If you put your hazards on, can you just go airside and just park as long as you stay to the...
No, they tend to frown on that.
Okay.
I think, but...
Kids are allowed... That's the soy, yeah.
It's going to do more of it.
It reminds me of when...
What's it doing? That's not the gear, because the gear is down. We're driving along the runway.
It reminds me of a theatrical magician putting a woman in a box and then spinning around and then sort of making an expression to the crowd when he holds up a very sharp sword. Not a sword, a saw. And then tries to saw her in half. And to this day, I don't know how they do it. I do not know how they don't saw the woman in half.
Anyway, but
are you a member of the Magic Circle?
No, but I think it's just the box is deeper than you think because you're looking at it from the front of stage, and the woman goes into a sort of a slightly fetal position.
I bloody hope so.
And then there's some fake legs.
Oh, they're fake legs.
Yeah,
but they move sometimes, don't they?
Well, then maybe there's another woman in the bottom.
Animatronic leg?
No, bottom.
Oh, another
woman, yeah.
Oh, another one. I hadn't even thought about two people.
I think that would... I don't know if you know differently, right in. I probably can't, though, because the Magic Circle thing, isn't it? That's just...
Is there a Magic Circle for race drivers? Equivalent of...
they're sworn not to tell people how they do it.
Yeah, they retire and then they're inducted into the...
Oh, I see.
The Magic Circle of drivers.
I don't know, because I quite like magic, and I sort of, in a way, don't want to know how it's done. I know it's not actual magic; there's no such thing. But I like a bit of mystery. I found out once, sort of by accident, how a particular trick was done. It was so sort of obvious and quite pedestrian in a way. It was just like, I just wanted to hope it was magic.
Yeah,
so there was no pleasure in finding out how it was done. I just want to try and work it out.
But you know when magicians sometimes accentuate their movements to, I guess, amp up the crowd and maybe take your eyes off what's going on. Do you think they do those flamboyant, almost like musicals, movements and expressions? Do you think they do it in other parts of their lives, like, say, brushing their teeth?
But they're constantly getting hassled out of shops because they look like shoplifters because they're being too flamboyant in a branch of boots. Yeah, it looks like they're just robbing lipstick or something.
Well, they keep draping a cloth over stuff.
That's right, fucking doves everywhere. Do you think?
Is it illegal to take a dove into a shop?
They always say just no dogs except guide dogs. There's no stipulation about no doves.
Yeah.
But if a pigeon got in a shop, the staff would have to shoo it out because it's going to poo everywhere.
Yeah.
But a stage dove, a magician's pocket's full of pigeon shit because they've always got doves in them. It's just, oh God, there's bird shit in my sleeve where I had some doves.
There must be.
You can't train a dove not to poo unless they don't feed the doves.
They're starving.
Rabbits as well. They take rabbits out of hats. You've just got rabbit shit in your hat.
Yeah, well, but rabbit shit.
You're trying to end the show with a big flamboyant gesture. You go to put your top hat on and just lots of raisins fall out, but it turns out they're not raisins.
What, you just tip plop over your own head?
It's just tip plop. Right? We've only just worked this out, but actually, a trad stage magician is covered in animal feces.
I've got to say, though, I think rabbit poo is the most acceptable of the poos.
Yes.
Don't you think?
I mean,
It doesn't really smell so bad at all.
it's only plant-based.
Yeah.
If you were held at
If you're on a
gunpoint and
stag
you were...
do and someone put a bit on your cereal.
Exactly. If you're forced to eat an animal's poo, go rabbit.
Yeah, I would.
Never go carnivorous.
Oh, hell no.
Just go, but also not birds, because no.
I forgot to tell you. I know I didn't mean to go on to the subject of turds, but I went for a walk with my brother the other day and he found some white dog's mess.
What?
Yeah, it was only 2 weeks ago. I took a video of it, which I'll put on our Instagram. I took a video of it because I was so
video.
I didn't think anyone would believe us. Didn't think anyone believed that we found some white
sure
dog
it was
punk. Yeah, the right sort of layout.
Layouts, okay.
Yeah, I think it was definitely dog. And we had a chat about it for ages afterwards.
Do you think, I'm going to change the subject,
Please.
do you think that these kind of aeroplanes, they actually ride a little bit like a Lotus Elise? Because the ride it's firm, but quite well damped.
Yeah.
Because actually taxiways in airports are quite thuddy, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
But these little planes, they have a pleasant ride quality.
Yeah.
But it's quite sort of Lotus Elise-y.
Do you think they've been signed off by Gavin?
Oh, yeah, maybe so.
I think
Yeah.
he just got called in one time for a slightly unusual meeting.
But then if you absolutely piled one of these into a corner, I think they're going to understeer, aren't they?
Do you think?
Yeah. Well, they've only got 2 tyres at the front compared to all the tyres at the
narrow
back. So-
track.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Again, if any pilots listening, have you ever accidentally understeered a small to medium jet airliner?
Or even a bloody massive one.
Oh, yeah, oh my God. A380 understeer.
But if you went into oversteer, you might get a wingtip to touch the ground, which would be terrible.
That's bad.
Really bad. So that's fast taxiing. Very fast. And also, you can't palm the wheel of an aeroplane, can you?
Well, they're on a joystick.
They're
these
all on
ones, aren't they?
joysticks.
Yeah.
So you can't really palm it. It's not...
Well, I suppose you could sort of palm the joystick.
Just sounds like a terrible euphemism.
But I don't...
Palming the stick.
No.
It's awful. Do you think, this is a conversation which lots of people have had in the past, do you think if you had to, do you think you could take off or land a plane?
No.
If you were faced with, like, you're definitely going to die if you don't intervene. You're definitely going to, so you've got to try something.
Taking off.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to whack the throttles open.
Yeah.
But are you? Do you go max? I think you probably go max, right?
Well, you probably overcook it because you're a novice and you want to definitely take off. Don't finish it.
And then you wait till you've got a good clip on.
Yeah.
Pull back the stick. Remember to retract the undercarriage.
Yeah.
That's important because you're going to need it later.
Yeah. You don't want it to freeze.
But if there's like a little crosswind, I think you've got to do some like busy work on the pedals too as well.
Yeah. I'd plunge kick in, like initiating a drift.
Look, I think I'd give it a good go and there's a chance the plane could take off. Landing, no.
Awful.
No, not a hope.
Because you're having to look out the side windows of these huge fins. So you can't bank it too hard in case you touch. That's the thing that scares me.
You see, the thing that scared me is just coming in too fast.
Yeah.
Hitting the ground, breaking the wheels off, or successfully. I think, actually, do you know what? I think I might be too cautious. I might just be like, and you get that ground effect where then the plane won't touch the ground and you're just scudding along the runway. And then,
you're running out of runway.
And then, yeah, exactly. And then it's like, finally, maybe. I don't know if you can break the ground effect. You have to go round again.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Again, someone will tell us. But if you did, then you touch the ground, but then it's like, oh, you've got to scrub off all that speed. Because most of the scrubbing is done by the brakes, not by the reverse thrust. And I wouldn't know how to put the reverse thrust on. How do you do that?
I don't know. I've never...
It's problematic, isn't it?
No, but yeah, it's a massive problem if you're responsible. But if you could be gifted a very pleasant light aircraft or a very pleasant boat, what would you go for?
boat, but where's the boat? On the sea or on a canal?
You can choose it, or it could be a very large river.
I'll do river.
Or lake.
River.
Yeah.
Or lake. Oh, lake. Yeah, I'm going lake.
Massive lake.
Lake Geneva.
Yeah.
Or Lake Michigan or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Not the sea.
No.
The sea's an absolute prick. I'm not going out there.
I noticed these two fears that are reoccurring with you: horses and the sea.
Yeah. That and crocodiles. They're my sort of...
Crocodile.
They're my unholy trinity of fears.
Okay.
Yeah. But the sea one, I mean, the sea is...
Go careful.
Don't mess with the sea.
Go careful. Go careful, my friend.
Yeah. So actually, a saltwater crocodile that's got... but then you try and escape it, and there's a horse on the beach that's looking at you funny.
Well, it won't let you get out.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's just because it's in league with the crocodile. When he tries to get out, you chase him back towards me, mate, and I'm going to bite his leg off. Yeah.
Do you know when the other day I watched someone practicing dressage with a horse, and it looks like the tracking is completely out on the horse because it's intentionally diagonally walking.
Yeah.
You know, like when you see these people that leave cars of coffee and then they have a big clunk on the curb.
Yeah.
And the car starts crabbing, but instead of pulling over and just going, I screwed up,
I'm going home.
I'm going to call then just do the drive of shame. And the car is horribly damaged.
I was talking to a man the other day. He was an older chap. He had an MGC.
FXC?
An MG FXC.
Yeah.
It was actually looked, it was pretty, it just slightly modified, but it looked all right. And he'd had some things done to the engine. And he swore by it. It was a great car.
That's the straight six bulgy.
Which, people always say are a bit of a waste of time, but no, apparently not, according to this man. But then he told me that years ago, he was in he had a Jaguar XJ, the trad-looking alley body door, 4.2.
Yeah.
And he had to come to a sudden halt on the motorway because there was a sudden traffic jam, and he got rear-ended. He claimed that someone hit him from behind at 70 miles an hour, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, but that's it's a great. The car just got bananaed.
So he was standing still,
and he said, "Oh, I walked away," and I was like, "Oh, for goodness, that's it. I mean, that's wow, what a tribute to the car." And he said, "Yeah," and then I actually drove it home. And I was like, hang on a second.
Seriously?
I don't believe it was 70 miles an hour there.
No.
Yeah, but he said he drove it. He drove it home.
That's amazing.
And then he drove it. He was one of these, he was not quite a sort of 60s man, but he was an older gent who clearly sort of had a lot of interesting cars in his time. And he said, I just drove it home. And then the next day, so he had a sort of a garage that he trusted. So the next day he drove it to his trusted garage, and they just went,
it's destroyed.
This car is written off. You need to stop driving it immediately.
Where were the back wheels pointing?
I know. I just couldn't. I was going
that's a big.
I know. I know. Well, I don't think it was 70 miles an hour. I think you might have been exaggerating it up there.
17 miles.
17. But yeah, he said it went banana. And I was also trying to work out which way it went banana. But yeah, the tracking was definitely
sometimes if you hit the boot, it'll go up, which pushes the subframe down.
Yes.
So it kind of looks like it's got a huge spoiler, which is in fact the whole back end of the saloon.
Well, but that's the thing. He said it didn't drive straight, but he was sort of hopeful maybe they could just sort of tap it back into shape.
He hadn't even looked at it. He just had a massive smash and then just put it back into D and just crawled off.
He didn't sound like 60s man, but many of the things he was saying were sort of almost like 60s. And
I was late coming back from an architectural, it was an archaeological dig, and I suffered a huge collision in my car, and I woke up and I was in a ditch, and I came to slightly bloody, and then a lovely farmer helped me bring my motor car out of the ditch. The Jaguar is struck straight up, and I thought, I don't have the time to wait for AA or similar. So I tried to see if it would proceed, and it did. And there was no steam. So I just drove it home. But I was 112 miles an hour, miles away from my house. So I drove back with no lights and...
Was it the Maxi that your dad drove with no front whatsoever?
Yes. Yeah. And then I realised years later I sort of mimicked him when that Ford Focus from off of Folds that I hit a deer in on the way back from work in the lanes one night. I had 22 miles on the clock.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was box fresh. I've said this story before, but I had to drag the poor dead deer off the road in my gym kit, and then I drove the rest of the way down unlit lanes with no lights, no front on the car. The radiator was intact, but there was nothing else on the front. You couldn't even tell what car it was.
Oh.
So I did a bob. I drove a car with no front.
Did you tell your dad this? And he was very proud.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Yep.
Yeah.
Always get it home. Nurse it home.
Nurse it home. Yeah.
Well, we've just turned. I feel like we've turned through 90 degrees. Are we about to...
This is when you do the standing start. You bring the revs up.
Yeah.
And you take the clutch out, and then you don't want to bog down. We'll hear it in a minute. I think it's going to do.
Are we... I can't tell, because there will be a rev rise in a minute, won't there? I just...
Well, we're waiting for...
What can you see? Johnny's got the window seat.
There's another plane just going by, a Virgin one. That's just come in to land, and it's...
Next. Do you think? Okay.
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah.
Do you know, I parked in business parking.
Business.
Which I haven't done for a while.
Okay. Business.
And if you're not familiar with London Heathrow, Terminal 5 is the sort of quiet one on the side. And it has business parking. It has automated little pods.
Oh, yes.
That take you from where you've parked your car into the heart of the terminal. And they look like the white plastic loaves of bread that you have to climb into. They fit maybe 2 people in, or is it 4 people? I think it's 4.
4, yeah.
4 to squeeze 2.
Right, they do look like one of those sort of short loaves of bread.
Yeah.
Like the Airbus A319 of bread. Yeah. That's a bit weirdly short.
Is it a demi-loaf? What would you call that?
I don't know.
So I got in, and I'm going to admit this now. I was quite pleased with myself because I've managed to shrink 2 bags into one, because you were like, let's go hand luggage only. I was like, oh, yeah, all right. And I just,
you've got to go, where do you
I know,
I
know, just because I can't be asked. I can't be asked to think about that deeply, what liquids I've got on board.
Oh.
So I had to think about it, and I amalgamated bags in the boot of the car.
Oh, shit, I've got a litre of gin in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to bring that one.
And I got in there, the little thing. And as the doors are closed and it sort of said, right, we're about to go, I suddenly went, my passport's in the bag that I've left in the boot of the car. Like a complete dong.
Absolute tune.
Like a seeping dong.
Why would... What?
Because I'm an idiot. So I quickly pressed open the doors again. And luckily it let me open the doors, and it hadn't fully set sail. So I ran. I looked like someone who'd done something naughty. I ran back to the car, which was not far away, got my passport out, said phew out loud, and maybe Johnny, what a twat, and then ran back to the little short wheelbase loaf of bread.
Since we're sort of, can we, because I got to the airport far too early for various boring reasons, and it still slightly baffles me that particularly new-ish airport terminals, which Terminal 5 is one, it is basically like you're catching a flight from the Westfield shopping centre.
Yeah.
There's a shop called World of Whiskey.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing that you need to go and buy... There's a shop that sort of sells things that you might have in your house. And you're like, why would you suddenly go, well, I'm just about to jump on the plane, but I think I need a vase before I do it.
It's people who have just got time to burn, and they're vulnerable.
Is it...
Rich and vulnerable.
I understand perfume and sunglasses, and they're duty-free often, so it's like, well, here we go. Hammer down.
Yeah, we're going now. This is it. Yes, sir. It's not shitloads of talk without much revs.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Well, we've got a lick on the back.
I think we're quite empty. There's not a lot of people on this plane, so we are on a...
That's why they let me bring my lead collection with me.
Do you want to check that anvil, sir? No, I'll just bring in the camera. Look, we're going up already. Fuck me, this is a quick one. We are. This is...
I need to go on a fun fair ride with
sports plane. No, we are absolutely... We just...
That was really good.
We took off in it felt like to 20 feet and we were up.
It's when you see like a fully loaded A380.
Oh, God.
And you know that everyone on board is going to Dubai for 4 weeks.
Yes.
They've got 3 of those cases the size of a sofa.
So many clothes, and it's a big play.
they've got a Louis Vuitton anvil.
It's got some, I never travel anywhere without my Juicy Couture bowling balls. And that poor plane is wheezing its way down the runway. It's like making an elephant run. It's like, no, I know they can do it, but they
like
should.
Dumbo's droopy ears. It's like, come on.
That's the thing. Bloody hell, we could have taken off from a school playground because that was good.
What boost was he running at? He's had the engine built to run 800 horsepower reliably.
I think it's only stage 1.
Yeah.
So he didn't need it. It's like, because actually, then it's not so laggy.
No.
That was a low.
No, light and flywheel, and I think billet internals.
I can't do it now because obviously we're on an aeroplane, but I realised that you can look up your flight on Flight Radar, the app, and it will tell you the age of the plane. No wonder if it's quite a new plane.
Oh.
It's zesty and full of life.
Do you think that's why it only needed half the runway? It just kind of went for it.
Just, it's not been worn out.
I've just realised that I don't usually have any interest in sitting in the window seat.
My name is Janine Carlson.
And I'm on the window seat.
Planes.
It's because normally the windows are mounted too low and they give me a bad neck.
For a special one of them.
But you don't want them mounted too high, or then you can't see the ground when you're up in the air. That's why they're low.
I don't like them though, they annoy me.
Firstly, may I remind you that we don't need to keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're in your seats. When opening overhead lockers, please take care as items to be removed as these could fall out in all situations.
You seem like we're not gaining a lot of height. We're just sort of flying over London, which it's dark out there, so you can't tell how low it is, but it definitely is.
I think it's relatively low.
Because look, there's lots of bits that don't have lights, so that's just leafiness.
Our members of the showers go up.
No, that's all wealthy people's gardens.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy the climate shock.
The trees are so thick that you can't see them. Oh, look at that. Now we just banked up. Look at that. That's lovely.
Take the most of your time in the sky. Read the digital edition of Highlight magazine for free. Available via the .air Wi-Fi.
Banking over to the right now. I'm not doing a wing wave.
I feel like we're doing a lot of swerving.
Available within your seat area and will be ready for use once the seatbelt signs have been switched on. All phones should be placed to silent to avoid disturbing other customers.
I sort of feel like we had a sporty takeoff and now we're just sort of weaving our way across London at relatively low altitude. I feel like it's TIFF flying this plane.
Yeah, they pull away in sport mode, and once the plane's in the air, they snick it back into eco.
Well, we've not done that thing which, again, I'm sure pilots can explain this. Sometimes if you're on a big plane that's heading out west, they climb quite quickly to a certain altitude, and there's that moment that certainly makes me briefly panic, where they just go, oh, well, they've dropped into top. but you initially go, oh, have all the engines just turned off? What's going on?
They at shop service.
That wouldn't be TIFF. TIFF would then be going, well, while we're up here, let's go for a PB.
No, the menu card in your big pockets.
Can you imagine if the pilot actually, instead of saying, oh, we're going to see if we can make up a little bit of time, he'd say, we're not fucking about tonight, folks. I'm going for a PB.
Good journey.
I'll be honest. The Yvette is cabin crew working the rear of the cabin. I'm having a drink with her later, so I'm not maxing around here. I do always think of Captain Needell. See, TIFF, one syllable name. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 45,000 feet. But when they see these incredible high crosswind landings, and they just stick it in sideways.
Yeah, that's TIFF.
That's what TIFF would do.
But TIFF would never fly to any destinations that were deemed boring. He'd go, no, not flying there.
No.
Go, well, we've got
your roster, Captain.
We've got to.
No, don't care.
No, it's too boring.
Oh, Krakow. No, don't like it. No, all right. Now I'm just going to go to Nice. You can't, though. There's someone else who's already going, I'm going as well. I'll race them there. I guarantee I will get there before that.
But we need to smash the plane down just in front of their plane.
Barcelona. That's all right. I'll go there.
I don't know if TIFF can fly. I know Plato can, I know James May can. I'm trying to think if any other car TV presenters have pilot's licenses. I think TIFF always steered clear.
Yeah.
He knew it was too expensive.
It's too expensive, or he just knew that he shouldn't be allowed because he dick around. I mean, Plato.
He's done helicopters and planes.
Has he?
Yeah. Yeah, he used to. He was at the back end of his plane phase when I first started working.
Own a plane?
I don't know. I think he co-owned a plane. It was sort of plane syndicate.
Because I
feel like you and I with the Eagle Quest. That's how I like.
Yes, which is very much a sort of a jetliner for the road.
Completely.
I have heard that how it doesn't matter however you sort of go, this car of mine's costing me a fortune. There is nothing compared to planes and boats.
Boats. I think boats are a bastard in terms of costs.
Yeah, because it's as Hammond explained to me, he's like, you just go, he's a helicopter person. And he went, you go, your helicopter needs a polish. And you go, great, okay, I'll just go, I'll go and get some teacup. No, you need special helicopter polish. And it's £4,000 a litre. So it's just everything is expensive. Always.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I like the idea of running a fairly janky boat, but that's as far as it goes. But I don't know why.
Good. Well,
I like the idea of doing...
Because my ears have just gone pop.
Yeah, me too.
At height. I don't think that's a piloty term, is it? Well, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. We're at heights now.
The height.
The height. The height. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick update from the cockpit. We're at the height now, and it's pretty high up from where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Just my advice: don't look out the windows if you don't like heights, because we are high up.
We're high.
Oh, definitely don't go near those automatic doors, because we're high. Oh. They're doing this thing. Spoiler alert: we're in an inter-European flight, which you could have guessed because we're on the A320. They're doing that thing where they're closing the shit curtain that separates off first class or business class, which is business class, which is completely pointless
on an hour and a half flight. I mean, you get 3 cream crackers.
Yes, but you get 1 centimetre or more leg room.
Yeah, well, I was going to
do with as you will.
Get a centimetre of wine.
Although I was once put onto a business class flight on an internal flight to the US on a weirdly old plane, like a 727 or something. And it was slightly delayed, and they absolutely plied us with booze.
Wow.
I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
And then the pilot came in and went, "Okay, folks, we've found the problem. It was this doohickey here," and held up this box that they pulled out of the dashboard of the plane. The whole thing was incredibly folksy.
A box?
Yeah, it was this box, and it was like some part of the navigation thing, and they just went, "It's okay, we just take this one out, and maintenance brought us a new one."
Was it on old planes? Do you remember removable audio systems in cars where you had a handle and you pulled it out?
It looked like a pull-out Alpine stereo, yeah.
So each pilot has their own face-off stereo.
Our trolley's just gone by with some biscuits for business class, but that's all they get.
We'll get one of them on the way back.
I kind of need a wee.
Didn't say
you're going to have to go for it. I'm not taking the record.
Do you want me to pause it then, or do you want me to just keep talking?
It's your call, but I'm going to go through it.
FFS. Okay. You know that part of Wayne's World where Wayne walks off and Garth's on his own holding the fort? I feel like I'm a bit like that right now. So, one thing I've noticed is that my ears, the tracking's out on my ears. I don't know why. One of them's definitely got bigger and has moved out a bit. Oh, thanks very much. Can I take one for him? Thank you. Great. Just been given some free biscuits. I'm not going to tell Richard I'm going to eat his, so he never knows. That's his punishment for going for a mid-podcast slash. But, yeah, I'm a bit worried about my ears. One of them's definitely, I think in the last 2 years, got significantly bigger. Thank you. And I don't know what that means. It just means when I put glasses on, they don't quite sit right. So I'm going to go to the opticians to get some of my glasses tracking tweaked. Oh, hi, Richard.
Hi.
I saved you a gold...
Oh, no, because the nice cabin crew lady gave me some up there.
Well, the golden oat biscuit. You've got 2 sets of biscuits.
No. Double down the biscuits.
Bastard.
Someone's farted back there, though. It's just a terrible smell.
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, it's really
Oh. Is it red meat ghosting? I reckon it probably is. I'm gonna. Yeah. I did that thing. I wasn't sure what. I carried on the podcast, just so you know. I carried it on. Like the hero that I am, Rich, I might have broken into Sixtus person just for a little while.
Oh, fine.
Yes.
These biscuits are quite nice.
They're one of those types of biscuits that you don't think they're going to be sweet, and you think they're probably quite good for you. And then you find out that they've got, I don't know, 17 tablespoons of Demerara sugar in them.
There is a block of butter in every pack of these. Otherwise, how could they be that delicious? Does you ever make a cake at home?
Well,
And the recipe always goes, yeah, just simply put 500 kilos of butter in. You're like, oh, that's right, it's so nice. Oh, yeah. But also, it's quite bad, isn't it?
borrow your nearest telehandler and take a huge sack of butter and then a huge sack of cane sugar in it.
No.
Stir it.
Well,
for
in your
ages.
local supermarket and warn them you're making a cake tomorrow, so they're going to need to order more butter and sugar.
No. Oh,
Well, my ears have really popped out. But those biscuits are delightful.
yeah.
But
I'm,
should we go split somebody up? Where's the other pack? No, it's him.
you know, realised the other day that as a kid, I'd hardly watched any episodes of The Fall Guy. It was one of those American TV shows off of the 80s that I kind of missed out on.
Oh,
Didn't see so many.
fun.
And I watched
Friday night.
I watched the opening credits on Instagram.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Dangling from a thing by a train.
Yes.
Big jump with the truck.
Massive, but there's not a lot of suspension travel. It bounces on his tyre pressure.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Yes. But I wonder if that was only a later series where they built a stunt truck that was on a really strong chassis and it was mid-engine, so it would fly level. They stuck the V8 behind the cab. So there was this special jump truck because they got through I think they got through so many trucks that
What was it, Dodge? They were a Dodge truck, weren't they?
no, I think it was a GMC. Whoever supplied it just went, no, you can't have any more trucks.
No, you're using 3 a day.
Yes, exactly. You're getting 3 a day. No, okay, we'll build a stunt truck. And so that's what they did. Then they could do because it was basically like a sort of trophy truck.
Yeah. It'd be nice if the stuntman or stuntwoman that day just was like, I'm going to drive this one home. It still kind of drives.
Yeah,
It's very bananas.
Swing and I'll bring it tomorrow and I'll do a massive jump.
Passenger door doesn't shut anymore.
I'm pretty certain, hopefully some listeners of my age will be able to confirm that the Friday nights for a while on ICP, I think, was The Fall Guy. And then, it's my memory, this might be right, that immediately afterwards was a sitcom called That's My Boy with Holly Sugden, which was not exactly a natural fit with The Fall Guy. Maybe there was something else in between.
I wanted you to say The Equalizer.
No, because The Equalizer was on late.
Yeah,
Because that was a bit more gritty.
There was.
The Fall Guy was more like the 80s, where, someone could have a horrible sort of spiral jump in a Jeep and then just get out going,
With a
my
sooty
head,
face, yeah.
yes. Or get hit, get machine guns and just go, oh, that's what. But I'm still going to get you.
If only it was that's what really happened in a gunfight. The Colt Sleevers was the man. And what was the name of the actor? Lee
Majors.
Majors, that's it. Yeah. He's the kind of guy that you look at his face and you go, he must chew tobacco. He will have chewed tobacco at some point. And then talk to women quite close proximity.
Oh, do you think he's a close talker?
I think he's a clone. I don't know why, but I just
He's
had
got
it.
very tobacco-y breath.
Extremely
Tobacco and whiskey.
tobacco whiskey. Yeah, he's exactly
Like an American podcaster
Yes.
at a certain age.
Yes.
Like, how have you got any taste buds left? All you do is talk about tobacco and whiskey.
I know.
Cigars and whiskey, what are you doing?
Your mouth must be absolutely destroyed.
Exactly. Why are you just like...
But I'll be so little smacky. It's ridiculous.
I think Lee Major's also a good neighbour, but if you crossed him, that would be it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could borrow a strimmer off him. It's like, hey,
That's the last thing I was expecting you to
But-
say.
if you were letting off fireworks at a time that displeased him,
Oh,
he'd make your life very hard.
yeah. If you borrowed the strimmer and he gave it back with hardly any strimmer wire left in the cassette.
No, claggy wet grass on it.
Oh, yeah. If you hadn't cleaned it down afterwards, you can't bear not cleaning down the machine at the end. It's got to be done. Can't wait, because in 3 days' time I move house
Oh, yeah.
and I've got a lawn again. So that means it's time to like start trimming and mowing.
You're going to become a lawn again Christian.
I absolutely am.
Praise God for my lawn.
I cannot wait to do a bit of lawn worship.
It's a bad time of year because
I know.
grass is long but wet.
Yeah. I know. I thought about that. That's a bit annoying.
Claggy. It's a claggy time of year. It's a claggy time of year to still go walking in the park, which I have to do with the dog. And
Yeah.
you've got to crack out the walking boots.
Yeah.
It's wet.
Marshy underfoot.
And then they come back, and if you, as I did the other day, accidentally walk into the house without taking your boots off,
Destroyed.
clubs.
Yeah. It's the worst, isn't
The
it?
kind of thing that Lee Majors would be furious if he did at his house.
No, I don't know, actually. I think Lee Majors would have a very rustic, floored house.
He would, but
Everything else-
he doesn't want about grass in his house. And Lee Majors is the kind of guy who... He's a great neighbour because he would help you out with stuff. You know, if you just like, you got an old car, or you've moved in next door to Lee Majors and you've got your charger.
Yeah.
And it's not running right.
Yeah.
And it's the carbs. Lee,
He'd come over. And he'd have Lee jeans on.
yes, he would.
And he'd put one leg up on the fender to lean into the engine bay. Would he be double dragoning a cigar as he does it?
Yes.
He would, wouldn't he?
The thing about Lee is you go, he's quite old school.
Yeah.
And he wears the Lee jeans and he wears probably a matching Lee shirt. Check shirt.
Absolutely. My kind of guy.
He's a bit of a close talker and he smells very strongly of cigar smoke and
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah.
And yet, your partner clearly has a bit of a thing for her.
It's impossible not to.
And you sort of...
You end up having a bit of a thing for it.
Yes, you probably do.
Because he's so old school alpha.
Yeah.
But done with
Yeah.
politeness and respect.
Yeah.
You just go, I can't even get close to this guy.
Because he keeps such a sort of a well-ordered house.
Yeah. Man.
But he's not an oaf.
No.
He's incredibly thoughtful around his wedding anniversary without being prompted at all.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Ah.
And he called you over one day and said, do you fancy coming to a barbecue next month? And when you went to the barbecue, to say thank you, he gave you a huge dagger with a compass in the handle. And you've got no idea what you're going to do with it. You just got this bloody great thing.
Feel obliged to sort of use it somehow. So you're just like walking down the street, but using the compass.
Yeah.
And then you accidentally stab yourself in the thigh.
Yeah.
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 That's what life is like. I've thought about this. I've decided I don't want to live next door to Lee Majors. It's too stressful.
Cold sleevers.
And Gold Sleevers.
Now, I feel like I need to watch. Here's a question. If you were going to rewatch an entire back catalogue of 80s, late 70s, 80s, possibly 90s, because our listeners are of different age groups, what TV series would it be? It doesn't have to be car related, actually. So I'm about to delve back into Friends. This winter, I'm quite tempted because I haven't
just
watched.
because of your kids, or just because?
Because my daughter's 16 and she's watched a few here and there, but she's not entirely convinced it's aged well.
Oh.
And I've gone, I bet it has. I bet it's still really good. But I don't know. And
I think there's a few little bits and pieces that maybe haven't.
but I'd like to watch The Fall Guy because I've probably only seen about 3 episodes in my whole life.
So Knight Rider hasn't aged well, but it's sort of funny because it's a bit rubbish.
Yeah.
The last time I watched the A-Team, it had sort of aged well because it's slightly tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. It's well shot too.
Yeah, well, they were all
quite high budget
film, I think. So they which is why Friends did the test of time, because unusually for a studio sitcom, it was shot on film. So it doesn't look cramped, because the video of that era looks very dated now.
Yeah.
And isn't the wrong aspect ratio.
So who made the decision to
I don't know.
shoot it on film? Because that would have been a big cost consideration.
I just read the autobiography of the guy who directed a lot of Friends.
Really?
And he was...
Frenzies.
Frenzies.
An apostrophe S.
Yeah, and then another apostrophe.
Or S apostrophe.
Yeah, I'll put an apostrophe between the S and the R. Just put Frenzies.
Frenzies.
They took... I don't think it was him. I think it was the creator of the show. His name I can't remember. Martin Hoffman. Yeah, and they took them to Las Vegas on a private jet as cast. When the show got picked up, and said, enjoy yourselves, this is the last time you'll be able to do this without being recognised.
Really?
And in this book, there's a picture of them on the private jet. Because I've heard this story before, and I always thought it was a bit of a sort of,
wanky Hollywood thing.
Yes, but very well, there's a picture of them on the private jet, looking all incredibly young, and you go, oh, look, there's the people from Friends, they all look about 12.
And then a year later,
they were just
couldn't go anywhere.
No, it was quite a cocky thing to do, because you go, the show could have completely taken, but I think they were so confident that they got the right people.
That's fantastic. You know the magic's there.
We wants to do it, so yeah. Why are we talking about this? Oh yeah, because you're going to watch Friends again.
Yeah, I think I'm going to rewatch Friends, and then I started to think about all the other ones you could watch. I've obviously got a fair way through Miami Vice several years ago.
The one I want to dig back into is Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Because I read someone on social media the other day say that they sat down with their partner to watch Cheers again from the off, because their partner hadn't really seen much of it. And they reckoned they got, I can't remember, something like 98 episodes in before there was an episode that was not absolutely stone cold brilliance.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like the hit rate is incredible.
How many years did that go on for?
Quite a few, but I can't.
Because
also it started, the love interest, the original love interest, Diane, left, and it looked like that's it. We'll fuck the show, because the central... But they managed to get Kirstie Alley and Rebecca, and they just sort of rebooted the love interest part of it, and then changed the tone of them.
Yeah.
And
we should rewrite a different version called Cheers, Mate, Thanks, Mate, Bye. In fact, if we ever set up...
knows your mate.
If we ever were stupid or wealthy enough to buy a bar, we'd have to call it Cheers, Mate, Thanks, Mate, Bye. Couldn't we?
Yeah.
I'd quite like to do it, and one day a month, we would do a shit rendition of Tom Cruise's Cocktail. Obviously, I'm Tom. You're Brian Brown.
Oh, I thought you were going to do...
you're a cocky Australian guy.
Oh, speaking of looking back at things, my boy is really into fighter planes and planes generally.
Yeah.
And my wife kept saying to him, we should watch Top Gun. You'd like Top Gun. And eventually he went, okay, yeah, go on. Let's watch Top Gun. Sat down and watched Top Gun. All the bits that weren't planes, he was just like, can we fast forward this bit?
I just wanted a plane documentary.
Not interested. Yeah, not interested in this bit.
Tell me,
the scene in the bar, you've lost hello clearly. Is it? I think it is that, isn't it? I can't remember the song now.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And
Great Balls of Five.
He just went, what's going on here? My wife went, no, this is a pivotal scene. You went, can we just get to the plane bits? He just didn't.
You just need to take him to a plane museum.
I know. Well, I just realised that. We need to go to an air show. He doesn't need Tom Cruise to...
No.
Also, the last time I saw Top Gun, which was admittedly about, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, I remember thinking, it stands up. Yeah. There's a bit which when we didn't have an 11-year-old going, can we just fast forward this bit? There's a bit where he zooms off on his motorbike. Kelly McGillis chases him in her Porsche
Speedster.
356.
Yeah.
And catches up with him, and the dialogue after that is absolute dog shit.
Well, they don't say anything.
No, it's just terrible. She just goes, he's the story like, wow, that was dangerous. And she goes, yes, but there's something you should know. I am attracted to you. And it's really bad.
Is she phoning it in?
Well, it's badly written and badly delivered as well. So it's a lose-lose.
There's something you need to know. Your tyre pressure's a bit low at the back, I can tell.
Also, you were riding without a crash helmet. And that, statistically, is dangerous.
We're going to bash your head.
So, yeah, that doesn't quite stand out the way I remember. No,
also, your shoes need cleaning. They look a bit scruffy to me.
But don't worry, you will have an enduring career in the movies.
Off of Tom Guns.
Off of the movies.
The best of the guns.
Enough of our yakking.
Yeah, we've talked some airborne bollocks. So
We'll come back to this in a minute. We're off the plane.
Okay.
And we are walking through an unspecified airport.
Yes, that's right. But there's lots of houseplants and marble.
We're not saying where we are, which I know is irritating, but it's just that...
there's reasons.
There are reasons. We're here to do something quite cool, which we will reveal on the podcast in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
But for now, I think it's probably time to wrap it up. I haven't thought of 3 things, but, blah-de-blah-de-blah, fish, blah-de-blah. Please buy my new book. It's called Petrolhead. And blah-de-blah.
We've got merch. Go buy some.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
did you know that...
Leave us a rating if you want, but if you want to write something silly, as long as you put 5 stars on it, we don't care.
Yeah, that's all we really care about.
As long as you're not racist.
All right, anyway, let's get the hell out of here. And see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, please.
So you've enjoyed this podcast, but you've had a thought. Is there a way here today that you could show support? Well, you could join our Patreon, what wonders that it brings. Early shows and extra notes on that side of things. You could buy our merchandise, we've mugs and hats but still no ties. One day we will make those pies, but in the meantime, guys, hey guys, like and subscribe, and maybe leave a nice review. Like and subscribe, we know you know just what to do. Like and subscribe, we don't want to take the piss. Like and subscribe, but we were told to ask for this. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Mumbling about testicle shaving equipment.